Once upon a time, in a quiet valley where a river carved its way through the land like an old storyteller tracing forgotten tales, lived a young potter named Leo. His hands were steady, his craft precise, yet his heart was restless. No matter how many pots he shaped, something always felt missing. One evening, as the sky dimmed and the river murmured against the shore, Leo noticed an old fisherman, Elias, sitting by the water's edge, repairing his net. His fingers moved with quiet patience, knotting each thread with the ease of someone who had done it for decades. Curious, Leo approached. "How do you stay content doing the same work every day?" Elias smiled without looking up. "This net has torn many times. If I only saw the holes, I'd think it was useless. But I see both the gaps and the purpose, so it serves me well." Leo frowned. "But isn't that just ignoring the flaws?" The fisherman lifted the net to the fading light. "Come." He walked to the river and let the net slip into the current. The water caught it, stretching it taut, revealing both its gaps and its strength. "The river flows whether I fish or not. The net is useful whether it is perfect or not. My hands move. The work is done. That is enough." Leo watched the net sway with the water, its imperfections dissolving into motion. Elias turned to him. "Tell me, does the river ever resist?" Leo shook his head. "No, it just moves." The fisherman nodded. "And so do the fish, and so does the net, and so must we." Leo walked back to his workshop in deep thought. That night, he picked up a pot he had discarded earlier, too uneven, too flawed. He ran his fingers over the tiny ridges where his hands had shaped the clay, where the wheel had spun its own imperfect rhythm. The next day, as he sat at his wheel, he let go of his search for perfection. He simply allowed his hands to move. The clay spun, the form emerged, and for the first time, he felt whole. The lesson, like Leo, you may struggle with perfectionism, always feeling something is missing. You might believe that flaws make things incomplete, but true fulfillment doesn't come from chasing perfection. It comes from embracing things as they are. The river does not resist, it simply flows. The net, though flawed, serves its purpose. The hands move, the work is done, and that is enough. So in your craft, in your journey, in your life, stop striving for flawless. Instead, embrace the beauty of the process. You are already whole. Thank you for watching, and stay blessed.